Special, yeah, I'm special, you know. Bamba, every face clean, I'm a natural, you know. Every time you see me, it's like me win the lotto, you know. Don't waste time, boy, me, what drop him, you know. This is your girl, Anki Punky, and I'm representing for the Emancipate Show. So go like, share, and subscribe. Yeah.
Big up to Anki Punky. Yeah, so I want to talk about some things we are going in a dance hall, some trending topics and things like that. So let me share my screen so y'all could see where I'm coming from with this. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Sharing, right? Anyway, Vybz Kartel transferred to another prison in wake of his new EP. So basically, them transfer him to a different prison and him attorney kind of upset say them transfer him. No, I don't know, man. They just be doing the most when it comes to cartel. Like as far as like him being in jail and shit like that is just like the time, the evidence they have against him. None of this shit make no sense. So him lying name, what's his name? Instable Cannon attorney law representing Vice Cartel as lambasted authorities for transferring his client and appellate with a case before the Privy Council to Tower Street Council Correctional Center, that's otherwise known as GP. Them said transfer Mr. Palmer anywhere, causing him to get wet, given his medical condition, cause Vive Cartel have thyroid, if I'm not mistaken. In an attempt on his life, Buchanan said, who's representing Vive Cartel as seek to overturn his murder conviction before the Privy Council, expressing his concern for his client's health, calling the timing to transfer itself deliberate and or negligent and unacceptable. Mr. Cartel has been held at Horizon Adult Remand Center after he was initially removed from GPs a few years ago. So this is Cartel, new girl. Cartel got him a snowflake, and him actually, I think him said dedicate a song, our album to her. I think her name, what's her name, is Old Turk told journalist Lisa Evers that she and Cartel have been engaged in the summer of 2022. This is new to me. Doing an authorized prison visit last month, Kartel has dedicated his upcoming EP True Religion to Ozturk and share his new photo of her visiting in Horizon Adult Center. Them say I urge all Jamaicans to download True Religion, a tribute of Sindem, which comes out on Friday the 11th. It's a really good love story, Buchanan said on April 3, 2020. The three member of the Jamaican Court of Appeals panel upheld Cartel 20 murder conviction. The Kingston court released a 235-page opinion on that day. Now, the girl that we Cartel marry, I don't know if it's a publicity stunt or it's just to keep him in the news, whatever, to be talking. But Shorty seemed kind of unbothered by this, which, hey, listen, if you're getting paid, it shouldn't matter what that man marry. As long as you get in the bag, you got your shit sorted out, that's all that matter. Now on to Shenseea now. Shenseea asked the court for more time to resolve lick lawsuit outside of court. Jamaican Shenseea and her label Interscope slash Universal Music Group, as you know, she signed to Universal Group, has asked a New York judge for more time to try to resolve the producer, what's that? Anastata Pompa Nas T Hackett lawsuit outside of court. So she'll get sued because of the lick song. In a letter to court dated on September 29, Adam I. Rich from the law firm of David Wright, what's that? Timey LLP, which represents Shenseea, and UMG in the matter, told Judge Mary K. I can't think, I don't know if I butcher the name, Valos Castley, the Pompa Nas T has consented to their request in the court to extend the deadline for them to answer the lawsuit. Rich specifically asked the judge to give his client an extension of 14 days from October 3rd, 22 to October 17th. The parties are working diligently to resolve the Pompa Nasty claim, which needs no further judicial intervention for the hopeful, and the requested extension will help to facilitate those decisions, the lawyer told the judge. In the lawsuit filed on March 22, Pompa Nasty had demanded over 10 million US dollar in damages. Damn, that's a lot. Since you don't even have that, me not even have that. He said he alleged not being paid and agreed a $5,000 free for the sample, which, or the man sued them for the sample, which was used in Shenseea song Lick, which rapper Meg Thee Stallion was featured on. The song, which appeared on Shenseea debut album Alpha, sample elements from a 2000 remix, Denny Saucy Wow Beflon work. The remix was done by the production duo master at work, Little Louis Vega and Kenny Dupe Gonzalez. Was that? Yeah. After obtaining the license from Pompa Nasty. So basically she sampled the song and them agree to make a payment, and basically the lawsuit are like crazy. Like maybe them probably can settle upon probably $1 million. But I don't think Shenseea have that kind of money. It's a court scene record show that Interscope had a contract with DMG clearance in September 2021 to do the lead record cleaning sample with Pompa Nasty. According to the email sent to DMG letter that month, the New York-based producer, though is music publisher ATALM Music Limited, in there represented Alexander, Escalar, initially agreed that he would approve the sample if he was paid $5,000 and an advance 3% royalty, wholesale PPD, and a 15% royalty on Shenseea's net streaming the song. However, DMG only was sent a final written agreement by Escalar from Nasty signature on February 22nd, 12 days after the lick song release on the streaming platform on January 21, 22, by the Pompa Nasty had fired Escalar from representing his music catalog and his production company. Okay, so basically the man that work there, they no longer work there no more. Them tried to clear the sample and it went left. Production company, after learning that the song was released on from colleagues who had reached to congratulate him. According to Nasty, the lawyer agreement was never signed and it was exhausted, and the lick song released without the producer's consent. Okay. And without the $5,000 advance. So basically I'm pissed off and he want fee money because him not get it. The lawsuit demands other things that Nas T be awarded the copyright infringement, so she get two for the $5,000 and releasing the song without his consent, and copy infringement, damages in the amount of 150,000, willfully infringement damages in the excess of $10 million actually damages, profit from 43 sources, including sales, ringtone, streaming, endorsement, touring. So this nigga's trying to clean up. Shenseea 25 has said to yo, this guy's wilding out. So yeah, make sure say when they get them samples, yeah, make sure say on a dot, on a T's cross on the eyes, because it's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go off a Shenseea for copy infringement, royalties, touring, ringtone, performances. My God. Yeah. So now Movado, since Movado's son gone to jail, they've been trying to get this guy right here. That's why I think he probably left Jamaica, because they've been trying to get this guy for like the longest. Like, yeah, David Brooks star Movado has come out swinging against with dub corruption of the justice system hitting out with fake warrants that some Jamaican constabulary force source claims exist. If a warrant exists, Movada was unable to give a testimony via remote link in the pending $30 million fraud case. What? $30 million law case and battled and disbarred attorney at law Jennifer Massadino. Him say, let's hear what the judge has to say tomorrow about this fake warrant and this criminal enlightenment that stole my $30 million, going on 5 years now without a night in jail. A bit of Mavada wrote on Instagram page yesterday. He also posted a written statement outlining his argument in the case. Let's talk about the so-called warrant we have all heard about. All of a sudden, after 4 years, it seems as if some officers assigned to the constabulary Spring Police Station, Jennifer Masado, and her people are conspiring against me. So I'm gonna try to get him, like I said before. The same police that locked up my son years ago, see the me I talk about, are the same ones who have come up with this warrant 4 years later. In particular, one police officer who told me that Jennifer Masado is her friend, he wrote. So as you know, Movada son get locked up for murder and them a basically try clamp this guy too. Now my people, years ago when I left Jamaica, I left things in my lawyer's hand. My lawyers both oversee and in Jamaica, we regularly communicate with these Jamaica constabulary force, and there were never any mentions of outstanding warrants. Nothing like that was said to my lawyers over 4 years period. I wasn't wanted for anything or any reason in Jamaica, he said. He also mentioned that his son, Date Brooks, who was found guilty of home invasion, murder, and arson last year. The witness went to court after he already heard his story 3 times in different statements. He also told the court that he didn't mention anything about me and that his statements were altered. So how can a judge find my son guilty with 3 altered statements and new statements given on the stand? PPLR are colliding that this looks like a balanced corruption, but we went for the confident that the justice system will find exactly in appeal, Movada wrote. Yeah, they're really trying to get this guy out there. So they lock up his son. His son is doing some numbers. And trust me, it's not looking good. Anyway, them have this brother in here, Stoneboy under fire, claiming that reggae belongs to Africa. I posted this on my Facebook page. Let me read some comments that they said about this. So, in basically, I say, it must say Ghana Afrobeat Stoneboy claims that Jamaican music belongs to Africa. Reggae is rooted in the art of Africa. It doesn't belong to any other Caribbean society from its core. It belongs to Africa. We are enjoying it in the diverse way, said Stoneboy in an article quoted by Caribbean Lifestyle. Now, me post this on a couple people reply back to it. David said, I think he got a point. I don't know. And Shia Everdeen said, please read the entire comment on this post as I posted. When about blessed day, when said. I'm gonna see what him said. All right. So my Virgin Kino said, what point? This guy wrote a couple things about it. He said, what point reggae was born from a struggle of Jamaican people. Those who adapt can claim inspiration from it, not ownership. People try to listen to all sorts of nonsense from people who have no stake or ownership of anything. We don't want to hear from y'all. Keep your opinion to yourself. Yo. All right, Lucky say, I'm not Jamaican, but the reggae music don't belong to any African country. Yes, reggae has roots from Africa. Yeah, that's kind of going out on a limb to say. it might stem from there, but it not belong there. Feel me? So it's what say. I'm not Jamaican, but reggae music don't belong to any African country. Yes, reggae has roots in Africa, and yes, it is Africans that were left in Jamaica built off what they knew and created reggae. That's like England making claims that every dialect English may be what he meant to say, that it started from Africa. LOL. Pele, what's that? Pele say 100%. Him say everybody say all who agree need some history and research about reggae no belong in a Jamaica. He meant to say Afro beats is built from the Jamaican dance and heels period. Okay, all right. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, this is a one long article. I don't think me can manage it, but let me see. Let me see. The Jamaican Observer recently published a story about a headline I've seen several ongoing discussion on social media generating some quotes and quotes attributed to me in a story. Oh, a stone boy write this. So you say I've recently been talking about how many. Let me see. I can expand this. It says, so I've recently been talking about how many rhythmatic genres of music was made and consumed by Africans, both home in diaspora and of their sources from African, and were significantly influenced on their fundamental levels from African origins of the people who make and consume those genres. What I sought to say was reggae music, which as a genre developed through several stages to arrive in the current form and the sound of those genres, that is, what's that? Undependent, undeniable fact that only one has to be aware of the music that's also content to the release to its similarities to the reggae and its enlightenment level, from drums to call and response to the chants, etc. I've always maintained that these similarities should have been no surprise to anyone because of the people of the Caribbean and African origins have always cherished their roots and their heritage. So basically, him I give a response in regards to him comment, and he wrote like a 4-page letter, and I ain't gonna go through that. So anyway, that's basically news I wanted a dancehall. Stone Boy give him comment. If you need the full article where him say, just comment below, like, share, subscribe, and I'll give you the full article of what he responded. So like, share, and subscribe, and thank you again for joining the Emancipate Show. I'm gonna try to keep up with this news thing of what's going on in dancehall to just to be more forthcoming with this channel, whatever. So look for more news. Maybe I do it weekly, or maybe I do it bi-weekly, or maybe I just do it as it comes out. So remember again, like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment below. All right? One.